Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dark Avengers comic book review. Originally we were going to marathon all of September's comic books. After reviewing the next 4 weeks worth of comic books, we've decided to do 2 tonight, and I'll just continue with or without everybody either next week or during this week. So I'm fortunate to say, it's unfortunate for me to announce that it is not going to be a marathon. This is where we're leaving off tonight anyway. I don't know if by the time I'm ready to upload all these videos, if I'll have the other 3. If not, then they will be uploaded as soon as and shot as soon as I possibly can do it. Anyway, these comics were released the 2nd week of September. Now getting into the fall set. Well, last week's actually got into the fall set. September 8th, 2010. And I'm starting off with the most disappointing and disgusting set of comics I've ever laid my eyes on. First, SpiderMan 600. I'm going to explain why I'm not going to need that in a second. 641. The last part to omit. One moment in shit. That's what I'd love to call it. Because this series ruins Spider-Man. I want to know why Marvel decides to destroy their best character. I'm going to ruin the whole thing for you right now. Mary Jane and Spider-Man and Peter Parker decide that they're just going to be friends from now on. The end, no more. There's no chance of them ever getting married. And they even had said it in Marvel, Mephisto won. The end. Spider-Man and Mary Jane never will be together again.
That's just wrong.
Shitty story, disgusting, you ruined it.
So it's one moment of shame.
Yeah. Thank you, Marvel. You had your chance right here to fix everything, or to at least get on the road to fixing everything. They're not going to fix this for years. You can tell. Yeah, they're not going to fix this for years. I'm done. I'm telling you guys what. Amazing Spider-Man, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you, Marvel. You destroyed Spider-Man. I don't want to be bothered. The only reason I got Amazing Spider-Man 642, which, may I add, has the shittiest artwork I've seen in my life, was because this came out the same week as 641, and I'm going to buy the remainder of this story arc just to finish off this story arc now, because it's a shitty artwork on the inside, but I love how the covers all come together and make a nice picture. So I'm doing it really for the cover. Yeah, call me stupid, I know. It's for the cover. Once this storyline is done, I'm done. No more Amazing Spider-Man. You're not going to see Spider-Man at all in my reviews soon. Watch. You're going to see already. You're going to see Web of Spider-Man's finished up this month. Peter Parker, I don't know where it went. It wasn't out this month. So I'm done. That's it. Spider-Man and me are going our separate ways, except for Ultimate Spider-Man. But that's heading out the door too. I'm telling you, that comic's getting me pissed off too. But that's for another episode. Anyway, first, the number 1 today, Daken Dark Wolverine. Basically, Daken, I swear, I don't know if they're making Daken bisexual or what, because he flirts with girls, he flirts with guys. He has guys that say he's hot. I don't know why I got this issue. I really don't. I said I was going to get the number 1s of all the new Wolverine titles, but my God. And you want to laugh? I'm going to get issue 2.
Why? Because you're just interested because it was so bizarre?
It's interesting. I'm actually, I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was
bizarre,
pretty
weird.
Decent. It was decent. Daken gets his new suit, basically, in the end of this issue. And you could tell he's going to go down the same path as his father. He's going to become an anti-hero at some point, I think. But he is sick and twisted on the inside, so probably not. He could go the opposite way. His father turned good. He could be the one that turns evil. I don't know. It's interesting.
That's what you want to see.
He kills a lot of... There was one scene. Oh, there was one scene that was so badass in this issue. He's on the roof of a building, and he's on the cell phone. He's like, I have to go right now. Somebody's about to kill me. And he gets attacked. And he just dismantles the entire group of people that try to attack him. I thought it was awesome. Oh, and he's also banging Mystique. Apparently Mystique finds him, and yeah, they're having their sex. They're getting their sex on. Apparently. Don't look at me like that. Oh, and the guy that designed his suit, he kills him. And it's left off like this. Him with his new suit. So basically, you find out that he's banging Mystique, so he's obviously not completely gay, but he could be bisexually, or he could
Mystique
just
can
be
change it to
crazy.
any form he wants.
I don't think she could change her into anything that she wants. I think there is a limit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never asked and I'm not going to find out, but I doubt that she could change her genitalia around. I'm sorry. There's just so much a person could change.
Okay, I don't want to know what that. I don't think she.
That'll
get too complicated.
Yeah, now you're reading too much into comic books, honey. You're reading too much. Backtrack. XMen. Oh, this is your department with the vampires. XMen number 3, Dracula. They bring him back to life.
Bring vampires into any comic, and I'm right there.
Let's put vampires in comics, lady. I just gotta ask.
Comic books are pissing me off left and right. If it's not about vampires, it's about clones. If it's not about clones, it has something to do with traveling through time. If it's not about traveling through time, it's about fucking magic, and it's pissing me off. Because it's stories that have been done before, only they're rehashed and they're shittier than the first time around. Anyway, in this story, they bring Dracula back to life to stop his son. And he's like, what do you want me to do, spank him? And they're like, no. Wolverine goes off to try to save Jubilee. And big spoiler, Jubilee bites him. And then in the last panel, you find, you're not going to be surprised by this. Wolverine becomes a vampire. But there's a hint. You got to be real keen to pick this up, really. You got to be keen to pick this up. When they send Wolverine out, when Scott Summers sends Wolverine out to find Jubilee, I love this part. This was the best part. He walks away. Far, maybe? No, yeah, it's all the way at the beginning, maybe. And he's talking to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, I executed the insertion flawlessly. That much I can assure you. I'm afraid the only way to know for sure is to, well, wait, and then Scott Summers interferes and says, wait and see. So basically, Dr. Nemesis injected Wolverine with something. 2 to 1 is something to fight off the vampire serum inside of him, and eventually he'll turn human again, and because he has the serum, they'll find a way that's the way they'll cure the other mutants, or something
like
along
XMen
those
to me.
lines. You know Wolverine's not going to be a vampire forever, so I hope they kill all of them. Every single one of them, and then they cut Dracula's head off again and stab him right in the heart. I hate vampires. Hate them so much.
I was doing that under the table, but it wasn't as effective for the camera.
I hope they not only burn. I hope they burn Dracula. I hope they stick. And Mike's saying yes. I hope they stick him in the sun and they let him burn slowly.
You mean on a stake?
So that there'll never ever be a chance for Dracula or any of his kind to come back ever.
Amen to that.
Fix your arm. Thank you.
My shirt doesn't like them right now.
Hope they kill him.
For us Twilight fans and other vampire
It has nothing to do with Twilight. Edward is not in XMen. I promise. Thank you for the shower, honey.
You're welcome.
I think I know.
Anyway.
As I was saying, for us vampire fans, we need them to stay vampires.
Burn, burn, burn. Burn, baby, burn. I can't wait to see Dracula and his son die. Maybe they won't kill him. You know what scares me? You know what scares me? They're probably not going to kill him anyway. They're going to let him disappear, so there's going to be a future one.
Back to the original question. X-Men and vampires just don't mix.
Oh, no. I actually think it works for this. To start the X-Men title, no. As a second story, it might have been better.
Started off like that.
It might have been better. I don't understand how Dracula exists not only in the Marvel universe, but in the DC universe. Did you know that? There's a Dracula in the DC universe and he faced Batman? That's crazy. There's 2 Draculas in 2 different universes. It's crazy. I'm holding a new comic. The New Avengers number 4.
They need vampires in every universe.
The Dracula in DC was killed.
I was trying to
Marvel's
look at the cover.
next.
Thank you.
Wolverine's going to gut him dry, and I'm going to love it. I can't wait. Wolverine's going to just gut that guy.
Next cover.
New Avengers. Like I was saying, magic. And it's all about Doctor Strange years after he loses Sorcerer Supreme. Terrible. Terrible. It's all bullshit. I love you, Brian Michael Bendis. I really do. All bullshit. There's action in the beginning, then a whole bunch of Doctor Strange and Doctor Voodoo bullshit.
I think Doctor Strange was cool.
He used to be interesting. I never thought he was cool. He used to be interesting with his magic and his Alakazam and whatever else. Basically, in the end, Oh, are you kidding me?
10 minutes.
Okay, we're at 10 minutes. So we'll come back to this comic then. I'll see you guys in the next part because you had to keep talking about Dracula. I can't wait for Wolverine to gut that guy in another 2 or 3 issues.
I had a
And
dollar
Mike
every
said
time he
yes.
said that.
Don't
he's
kick
gonna
me
gut it.
again.
He's got Wolverine. I'm going to love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm going to show you.
Ow! You hit me with a potato. Did you just hit me in the head with a potato chip?
Yes, you did.
Ow!
Come back for the next part, and we'll be talking about.
I might be
the new
starting a food
Avengers.
fight.
Oh god.
Catch you guys in the next part. Don't you guys love the new comic book reviews?